going to go ooh, oh, ah, a, e. Now, the higher up I go, the smaller the space is. Now, the space is big in the throat in that we want to create the most spaces possible, but we actually want to compress the vowels and make them smaller the higher up we go. Hear me doing it smaller? The higher up the food chain I go, the smaller I make the space. Now, the higher up I go from here, the more I bring mass into the sound and I push the sound into the front. So I'm not carrying so much girth or mass in the throat up with me, and I compress the sounds and make them smaller. When you combine this with the songs that you're singing, you're going to notice that all of a sudden you're going to have all this freedom in the throat that you never knew you had, and then gently, little by little, you start to reintroduce the consonant sounds as you can to keep that throat open. Now, there's something called glottal stops, which are anytime that the glottis closes down and air stops the flow. So things that close in. Maybe you can substitute those consonants with different consonants. Like instead of going maybe, you can use small things like a V. Maybe, until you can force the throat to stay open, because in the back, the epiglottis, as it's closing across the trachea and allowing air to come up, and this, in the case of diphthongs that we talked about a minute ago, it's trying to differentiate airflow coming out of the mouth or out of the nose, and the back of the throat's going, hey, can you make up your mind here? Do you want air to come out of the mouth, or do you want to come out of the nose, or combination thereof? Now, I'm going to cover this again. That's actually a whole other subject that has to do with called glottal stops. We'll get to that and another subject. I cover all this in my singing course, guys. If you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please come check out my singers forums. Gosh, we have almost 10,000 people in there now. It's just insane, and it's growing like a weed. So you can get a ton of this amazing information. You can click here and check that out. I have a singing course out called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else, and I go through step by step how you can build muscle memory for all of this stuff